It's no debate. Elon Musk has flipped the social media landscape on its head when he bought Twitter and renamed it to X. What if this one-time transaction became a trend for the Mars man himself, Elon Musk? Facebook could very well be up for sale one day, and Elon Musk is the perfect candidate to take a stab at owning it. What would that mean for the country, the business world, and the political state of the nation? On today's video, we're gonna dive into what it would look like if Elon Musk rolled out the dump truck of billions and bought Facebook. Let's unpack it. Many are unaware of this story, as it didn't really make the waves of a story as you might expect. The media isn't a huge fan of Elon Musk, and in our opinion, they don't want to create any momentum on this idea because if this idea became a reality, everything would be different when it comes to mainstream media and the free world as a whole. So what is it that Elon said? Well, there was a video going around socials back in December 2022 that showed Elon Musk saying, "I predict that I will buy tomorrow the entire Meta company." Well, tomorrow came, and it was quickly discovered that that was an altered video, and fact-checkers seemed to actually do just that and disprove this statement. Truth be told, the guy is the richest man on the planet, but Meta's a huge purchase, even for him to make. Forbes estimates that Musk's net worth is around $160 billion, and Meta currently sits around 1.2 trillion market cap number. So safe to say, he's not good enough for a 10% down payment. It's a possibility financially, as that's how most businesses and personal loans work, but still highly unlikely considering the price tag. Plus, would Mark Zuckerberg ever let go of his grip of the platform? Every other business owner has passed on their CEO role after acquiring their billions. Mark Zuckerberg seems to be one of the last remaining OG CEOs for big tech companies. Even Jeff Bezos jumped ship and is now getting jacked and marrying a new woman. Who knows, maybe Jeff Bezos can chip in and send some cash to Elon to make the deal happen. We doubt it would happen, but if it did, we wouldn't be surprised if he changed the name to Muskbook. It does have a catchy ring to it, doesn't it? If this did happen, users of the platform would no longer get a rush of dopamine for every like and comment. They'd maybe even get some Dogecoin. All of your Facebook groups will turn into planets, stars, and space stations. The algos would prioritize posts about AI, electric cars, and, of course, flamethrower influencers. Instead of a thumbs up on Facebook, it's a picture of Elon Musk holding up his thumb. And from there, we'd all pretty much be surrendered to his brain, ideas, and memes. Wait, isn't that what Neuralink's all about? Him having control of our brains, both inside with a chip and also what we read, take in, and express on X? That's a bold theory, but then again, this is the channel dedicated to taking a deep dive into hypotheticals and what-ifs in the culture around us. Plus, it's worth mentioning that both of the CEOs have a history of beefing with each other, even before X was purchased. There were rumors of a proposed cage match between the two, and Musk even said he was going to show up unannounced at Zuckerberg's home to fight him. Things got so real and intense, Mark Zuckerberg started training with UFC middleweight champion Israel Adesanya and UFC featherweight champion Alexander Volkanovski, according to a Twitter post from Adesanya. Weeks after the Meta CEO agreed to a cage match with Elon Musk. There was name-calling and some aggressive statements made by Musk about Meta, and Mark misusing trade secrets and other intellectual property and poaching former Twitter employees to develop a copycat app. There's been no update to this story, but who knows what we'll see in 2024. It's an election year, and anything can happen in this new digital world. Maybe they'll fight in the metaverse, and this'll be the marketing campaign of the decade. I mean, after all, If you were gonna launch something that's convincing people to create avatars, upload their savings account, and start living in the digital reality, you're gonna want some maximum exposure, aren't you? Well, that was a bit of a hypothetical. But hey, who doesn't love a good theory to look back on? Besides, the internet lasts forever. Might as well call it now. Musk isn't the type of man to buy X and just stop there. He's the type of man to continue innovating and reaching higher. If he owned multiple social media sites, he'd be shaping culture and history for years to come. It's not something we're sure about, but we know one thing for sure: people of influence would be pissed. They already dislike his influence and his perspectives on politics and free speech. There's no question many powerful people would be up in arms about it. There would likely be a witch hunt to get this transaction to never happen. Wall Street would get involved, Washington would get involved, and the world would get involved. Owning these two companies would give Elon Musk more power than the US government, and it's very evident the powers in Washington already feel this way in regards to the Twitter purchase. Elections would change, political discourse would change, and journalism may start to look like real journalism. There have been a few great things that have happened since Elon Musk took over X. One of them being the rise of platforms and shows on which people were banned or fired, such as Alex Jones and Tucker Carlson. Because of the new ownership, there's room for mistakes. There's room for hot takes, and Twitter no longer feels like an echo chamber. Elon renamed it to X, and for good reason. It's a completely different platform with the same infrastructure that made people enjoy it. This election cycle should be a bit more open and free, with the new hands steering the ship in the Twitterverse. We'll wait and see if one day Musk makes a move on Meta. Who knows, maybe Mark Zuckerberg will switch his attention to the new 5,000 square foot bunker he's been building in Hawaii right now. There will be food and energy supplies in the underground shelter, and he's also having 11 tree houses built, a fitness center, guest houses, and operational buildings as he lives life on a 1,400-acre compound named Kola Ranch on the island of Kauai. The country offers tax breaks for residents building hurricane-resilient safe rooms, so maybe that's why he's investing in this bunker space. Or maybe he knows something we don't. Guess we'll have to wait and see, won't we? If you'd like to live in that bunker on 1,400 acres of land, smash that like button. And if you'd like to see Zuckerberg versus Musk in a cage fight, go ahead and smash the subscriber button. Check out some of our other videos if you have a few minutes to spare today, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for joining us.